Hello dear students, it is the fourth section of computer application. So now we were talking about the computer and the parts of the computer and the devices which can be connected to the computer. Okay, about that all we have discussed. So today we are going to discuss about other devices that can be connected to the computer for many purposes. So the first one, the printer, then the speakers, microphone, then joystick, scanner, light pen, UPS, plotter, then pendrive, hard disk. So then combat disk, then this one. So like this, many devices we can connect to the computer. So now I will explain you about each of the devices which can be connected to the computer for each purposes. Next, a printer. So here at the top we can just keep the paper like this. Then after that, from the computer, if you are giving print the information what we are giving to print, that this printer will print that information. Then after that paper, after printing, it will come through this way. So this is the purpose of the printer. Okay, whatever the things we want, the letter, whatever it may be, we can take a print out. The photo, everything we can take a print out. So there are many printers which gives color printout, also the black and white pictures which gives. So according to the printer, the printout will be different. If it is a color printer, with that printer we can take a color print. If it is a normal one, we cannot take the color print. As you can see, this is a web camera. This we can connect to the computer. At the front side there is a camera. Then there is also a mic also is there in the camera. Then with this pin we can connect to the computer. So there is a stand also, the holder also is there, so that easily we can keep on the monitor. Then we can do video calls, all things easily. It is a hard disk of a computer. It has 500 GB of capacity. All the hard disks are different in capacity. There are 1000 GB hard disk is there. So like that, many types of hard disk is there. So as you can see, there is a port. In that port only we are connecting the cable. Then it will connect to the motherboard. Then in this also there is a CD. So in that only all the data are storing. All the softwares, all the data. If you are adding any movies, music, everything if you are just adding, then that all it is storing in the hard disk. So next, a scanner. So here it is a photostat machine in which we are taking the photostats and all. So here with the photostat machine, here we have a scanner also. So here this is a scanner of the photostat machine. Like this we can keep a paper on this one of which we want to take the photostat or the copy. Otherwise of which we want to take the scan. So after that we can just keep the paper like this of which the certificate or the photo, whatever it may be, which we want to take a scan. So we can just close after that. So then after that it should be connected with another computer. So to the computer it will be that data, that paper in that which data is there, that data will move to this computer. So here you can see a UPS. So this is what a UPS. If we turn on this power, then the power will move to the computer. Then we can turn on the computer. Why we are using the UPS? To save our computers. Okay. So if there is any power fluctuation or if the voltage is high, then if the power it directly goes to the computer, then computer will get a damage. So that only we are using this UPS. Then if the power goes from the computer, what did I say? In the RAM only the data are saving, so that if the power goes, whatever the works we are doing, that everything will go. So that in order to save that data we can use UPS. So if the power goes also, the computer will be continuing work. Why? Because in this there is a battery. If the power goes also from this battery, the power will go to the computer. Then only little more time only it will stay. The power will stay. So within that time we can save the data. Then after the power comes, we can use the computer again. So that only we are using the UPS. Okay, in order to save the computer also, in order to save the data in the computer. Then at the both sides you can see two speakers. So this is a right speaker, then this one the left speaker. Then this is the bass, the woofer. To this one only the music, the information from the computer through this cable, it will go to the speaker. So if we are playing any video or music in the computer, that music it will go through this cable to the speaker. It will go, then from the speaker it will come out. We can hear the music. So that is the purpose of the speakers in the computer. So if there is no speakers, we cannot hear anything what is happening in the computer. So if you are without watching the movie, without sound, if you are watching, how it will be, like that will be the situation if for the computer if there is no speakers. For the laptop and all inbuilt the speakers are coming, but for the computer there is no speakers inbuilt, so we should keep external speakers to hear the sound. So as you can see, this is the CPU, monitor, speakers. Then here you can see the printer. Then here you can see the scanner. In this we can keep the paper or the certificates we can keep. Then we can scan. Then you can see UPS kept here. Then the keyboard and the mouse. For the smooth moving of the computer, these all things we need. Then as you are seeing here, this is a pendrive. Then this side we can connect to the computer. Then the information and the data in this pendrive, it will go to the computer. Then the data we can see in the computer. If there is any video, then that video will go to the computer. From there in the screen we can see the sound, we can go hear through the speaker. So this side only we are connecting to the computer. So it has 4 GB of space. The storage capacity we have of 4 GB. Okay, then like this many types of pen drives are there. Then maybe 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB. Then like that many types of pen drive we have. Then microphone. It is very similar to the headset or the earphone which we are using. So here in this box there is a microphone. Through this only what we are talking, that sound is going to the device. Then here the speakers are there. Then here the mic. Then this pin only we are connecting to the computer. Through this the information from the mic, the information will go through this pin to the device. Then from device the audio output, it will come through this same pin itself. Then from the speakers, through the speakers we can hear the audio. So that only microphone. Then if you are doing any video call, or if you are recording any audio or something, we can do with this mic and this speakers. Light pen. This we can use instead of mouse. Instead of using the mouse, if we want to use, we should sit near to the computer. But if we are using the light pen, we can use with if we are a little far also, we can use this light pen as mouse. So as you are seeing in the picture, this is the light pen. This one we are connecting to the computer. Then as mouse we can use the light pen. We can directly draw figures on the screen by using light pen. To the screen, if you are just drawing, that which we are drawing, it will come to the computer. Then we can select the objects also. As we are using the mouse, the same thing we can do with the light pen from little far also. Then joystick, everybody know that what is joystick. Joystick means which we are using for gaming and all. Again, that there will be many buttons will be there, arrow buttons will be there, selecting buttons will be there. With that we can easily play games. Then plotter means in the printing shops and all we can see many plotter. For what we are using the plotter? We are using the plotter to take about a printer we have discussed. About a printer we have discussed. So same thing only, but we at the same time we can take many printouts. We can take a large amount of printouts we can take from this plotter. For that only we are using the plotter. UPS means uninterrupted power supply. It keeps computer on for some time when electricity goes off, so that you can serve your work. So if the power goes also, no problem. If the power goes, what will happen? The computer will turn off. The computer will turn off. Then after that, the data which we are using, which you are working with, that data will lose. But if we have UPS, then if the power goes also, the computer will not turn off. It will stay on. So at that time, by that time we can save the data, so that the data will not lose. Then plotter we are using to take a large number of printouts. Then pendrive to store data. In the pendrive we can store many data. Then hard disk. Once more we will discuss about the other hardware devices which can be connected to the computer. So printer we are using to take printouts. Speakers which they help you to listen music and sounds. Microphone to record music and to talk with others in while video call and all. Then joystick to play games and all we are using. Scanner to scan something, or the certificate, the papers, photo, like that many things we can scan in the scanner. Means to the hard copy. Hard copy means as we are seeing here, this is a hard copy. But what is soft copy? Soft copy means in the computer which we are seeing. Okay, so the scanner, it changes the hard copy to the soft copy. Then light pen instead of mouse we are using to select to draw the figures in the computer. Then UPS, hard disk. It stores all the software and data. It is fixed inside the CPU box. So in the hard disk only all the softwares and the data is storing. It is fixed in the CPU box. So here you can see a CD. The full form of CD is compact disk. So in the CD we can store data as we are storing in the hard disk and the pen drive. So like that we can store the data in the CD also. Dear students, you can see 6 questions here. You may find out the answers of the 6 question and write in your copy.